Hey guys, Joel here, Police 10-8 Talk. Got Officer Bosco with me today. We're going to touch a little bit on movie cameras, personally worn movie cameras. My agency, currently, we don't have any departmental issued cameras, nor do we have a policy on them. Some time back I took it on myself to buy a camera, and the one I bought was this movie brand camera that I'll let Officer Bosco go into a little bit more in detail. About all I did to mine was I took a Dremel tool on this clip and basically narrowed the clip down to where it would fit into a pin pocket on my uniform shirt carrier. Now the uniform shirt carrier we currently just went to does not have a pin pocket on that side, so I'm still trying to work my way around that little issue. I'll let Officer Bosco take it over now. He's got a couple of other little cameras laid out here that he's used on duty, so Bosco, take it away, bud.
Okay, pause it for 1 second. Hey everybody, this is Officer Bosco at 10-8 Police Talk. What we're going to go over just a little bit is just concerning video cameras. I know that's a big hot topic nowadays. With my agency, we're a small agency. We've actually had body cameras for going on 2.5 years. With our general departmental policy is that you wear it. You have to wear it as required by the chief. Anytime you are on a call, anytime you are called for service, you are required to film it. You have to. That's policy, and then you have to download it to the computer at the station after the end of every shift if you tape something. Traffic stops, anything, you have to videotape. Now we're lucky we do have in-car cameras, so I still wear my body camera and still use it on the on traffic stops as well, because you're still making contact with the drivers. Now the only one thing I will say about the video cameras, despite what everybody tells you, they're not an end-all be-all. They don't catch everything. So it's not a whole overall solution to the problem that a lot of people are discussing. So it can pick up stuff, but it will not pick up everything. So if people think it's an ultimate solve-all for every problem that you have with police officers or contacts with the public, it's not going to solve everything. Just wanted to throw that out there because a lot of people aren't mentioning that. Even the cops aren't mentioning that. But anyways, well, I'm just going to basically just show you a different evolution of the cameras. This is actually the first camera that we started with at our agency. It's a pinhole camera. It's I think it's got 720p on it. It does have an audio microphone on it. It also has voice-operated function on it as well. It comes with this neat little clip on there. I mean, it's real compact. There's actually another one they make that is actually half this size. That's the mini. This is the full size. So you have no excuse not wearing a camera if you can, because they still make this and it still works really good. I've had this one for 2 years. As you can obviously tell, it's been around the block. Basically, you do have an on-off button, like I said, of aux. You do have a memory card. I think I have an 8 gig. You can put up to like 32 gigs of this. So, I mean, you could tape a long time. This one has a battery life, I think, of 4 hours of continuous. So if you're on a scene more than 4 hours, that's extremely rare as a cop. But it does happen, but it's not that often. That's actually the on-off button on the top. Like I said, this is made by Movie. I can vouch for their products. Like I said, I've been using them for 2.5, 3 years. And like I said, I can't say enough about them. Like I said, this is a pinhole camera, so it doesn't have extremely wide view on it, but like I said, if you need a basic camera, you can get these for about 80 bucks on eBay and Amazon and online, so they're extremely affordable. This is actually a no-name brand one that I ordered. This is actually a Bluetooth, but it's got a pinhole camera right there in the bottom, and it's got the audio on the top. This one, you can actually just do audio on it. There's a certain way you got to program it to do it, and basically it does have audio video on it. That's how you press it, like a regular Bluetooth. 720p. I think you can tape up to, I think it's got an internal memory card. It's got, I think, 4 gigs on it. That's a lot of memory. I mean, you really got to tape a bit to fill one of these up. But this is a nice little thing too, because you know you can wear it as a Bluetooth, so you know it's not as obvious as like the other cameras where you have them on your chest. So this is extremely helpful and useful as well. But like I said, it's a little pinhole camera. Like I said, this was about 50 bucks online, so this stuff's pretty affordable. This is the one that we actually went to. This is actually one that Officer Joel turned me on to, the movie camera, because another officer friend of his had this camera, made by the same company. As you can see, it's a lot bigger, so it's a lot more noticeable when you're wearing it. People know that you're wearing one. Basically, it has a lot of the same features. It has a place on the side where you can put a gig on it, and it does have the clip on the back, so you can easily clip it to your uniform. It does have voice operated just like the other one does. It has an on-off button right there, and then there's the main power, and that's where you hook up the USB port on the side, or you can take the SD card out and download it. Now it does pop out of this, and it does actually have other mounts as well. There's also a waterproof camera mount available for this, which I have that as well. It's kind of bulky, but if you're working, you know you're going to be working in the rain, it definitely makes a big difference. Now it does have, the one nice feature about this that the other one didn't have is it has a nice little LCD screen on it, so you literally can watch what you just filmed. And you can listen to the sound and everything. You can delete it, you can, you know, record all, and you literally can watch it the entire time you're filming it. And this goes up to 1080p, so I mean it's like almost HD quality film. And a lot of times I'll wear this on my belt, and I still get almost crystal clear audio. So I mean the audio on this is fantastic. The video is extremely real clean. I backed it down to 720p just because that way I can film more hours. It gives me more film time on it. And the 720p is still pretty decent video. And of course you got all your buttons, your menu buttons and all that stuff on the back as well with this. Now the nice thing about this thing is it comes with a remote, which is kind of novel. It's actually kind of a neat feature. Now this has to be on to use the remote. This does not turn this on. It only records when you hit the green button if the camera's already on. But it's nice because if you got it on but you haven't started filming, but you feel a situation kind of getting out of control or something's going south on you, you want to start taping, you just hit that green button. They'll never even know you hit it. Okay, I wear mine down on the bottom of my belt, so they probably don't even notice my finger hitting the green button if I'm filming. Okay, another nice thing about this too is you also have a camera. It actually takes still pictures. Like I said, it's good quality photos. So I mean, you literally can do almost all your evidence collection on one device, literally almost all of it. I don't even use my camera anymore because all I do is if I drive up to a scene or whatever, or I'm like, you know, I have a scene. Like one time I had a guy who, for some reason, decided to park on a water main and broke the water main and caused the water to come out, and literally half the neighborhood lost water because this guy decided to put his rear tire of his Toyota Tundra on the back of a meter that basically had PVC pipe in it, so he completely crushed it with the rear tire. So what I did was I videotaped the whole thing on my camera and kept that as evidence just in case he tried to fight the charge, because I did end up towing his vehicle. He wasn't too happy about that. It also does have zoom on it as well, but I mean for a camera you can get for, what are these going for, Joel? I think I got mine for what, about 110, maybe 80, 90 bucks. And you get a complete kit with it with different mounting brackets with it. You got a bunch of different mounting brackets. I think it came with like 3 different mounting brackets, so it gives you a lot of options. As a cop, this is probably generally going to be the one that you're going to use. Now, he dremeled his down to fit his pen pocket. What I did was I just made my pen pocket bigger and actually cut some of the string, and then I re-sewed it. So it's a little bit bigger, but actually the way he did it's probably the easier way to do it, just Dremel it. And like I said, I can't say enough about them. You know, we've had some situations already at our department that this has already saved some officers. The departments that are fearful of the cameras, you may have to go to them whether you like it or not. It doesn't hurt to have them. I don't think so. And the filming situation with privacy, you know, you're a public servant. They have a right to film you. You're dealing with a public servant, so to me, there's no argument saying that you can't film them because you're still a public servant. You know, they're calling you for assistance. So, and they can film everything you do. So there's really no difference to me between the two, because I know I've had officers tell me they don't want to do it because they're afraid that somebody's going to get on them, you know, a citizen's going to get on them about being filmed. Well, you're calling us for service or we're having to deal with something. We're public servants, you can film us. You know, so that helps the officer. And like I said, the good thing about it too is you know you're being filmed, so it keeps you on your P's and Q's. So it actually helps the officer just as much as it helps the public. Okay? And that's basically just a brief little thing concerning kind of the evolution of cameras, at least in my department. Like I said, they are very affordable. The taser ones they're kind of on the expensive side. A lot of departments go to them. But like I said, if you're a smaller agency like mine, which I work at an 11-man department, you can readily afford any of these 3. You know, and it keeps your bacon out of the fire. It's worth every penny of it. So, and like I said, with my chief, it's mandatory. You have to wear them. You know, because he realizes that that's kind of the way it's going now, you know, with liability and everything. So anyways, that's just a brief overview of cameras at my agency, and I'm Officer Bosco, and welcome back to Police 10-8 Talk. Thank you very much. Be safe and watch your six.